My dear friends, my dear masters and my dear gods of the whole of UK, United Kingdom, my namaskars to, my pranams to all the pyramid masters of UK. Next month, that is on June 7th, we are having a day-long digital meditation summit. We are having day-long programs, morning to evening, on meditation, being conducted by PSSM UK, our wing in United Kingdom, under the leadership of Pyramid Master Ravi Kiran. So this is a request for all the people who are interested in meditation to participate in this day-long summit, where you can listen to the experiences of meditation of so many masters. Everyone is welcome and everyone is requested to participate and learn from the summit. PSSM is the short form for Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement. We started this movement in India about 30 years back from a small district town in the state of Andhra Pradesh in South India.
We are not able to hear
about 30 years
music,
back.
Sharana.
Now this movement, Pyramid Spiritual Society movement, has become worldwide, and we have got meditation masters all over the world. We request you to go into our website pssm.org to access information about the Pyramid Spiritual Society movement. We teach meditation freely. We distribute meditation freely. We train pyramid masters freely. Everything is free here. The objective of PSSM is to learn from every spiritual science master, every spiritual science guru, to educate all the lay people on the principles and practices of spiritual science. The world is divided by religions, but it gets unified only through spiritual science. Religions have divided people and there are religious wars, but spiritual science unites all the people. And Pyramid Spiritual Society movement is the premier spiritual science organization. We have been conducting meditation workshops, summits everywhere. Now, on June 7th, it is being organized by our PSSM UK unit. It's a day-long program from morning to evening. There will be a lot of meditation, practical meditation, and also exchange of experiences of meditation by various masters. And there will be question and answer sessions. Please do participate wholeheartedly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Namaste. Good evening, dear friends. We welcome you to another wonderful session of the 3 days online. Sorry. There is some music playing. Can someone mute it, please? Okay, thank you very much. We welcome you to this beautiful 40 days online Spiritual Science Foundation courses conducted by Pyramid Valley International in association with Pyramid Spiritual Science Academy. SHIVARAMAPPA sir is the Managing Director and Vice Chairman of this wonderful Pyramid Spiritual Science Academy. Yesterday, I spoke to you about the certificate courses. Today, I would like to just give a little bit of information about this PG Diploma course in Yoga Studies. So, any candidate who has a degree in any recognized university in India or abroad shall be eligible for admission to this PG Diploma in Yoga Studies. Preferences will be given to those who have completed the certificate course in Yoga Studies from any recognized university successfully. So we have 2 semesters for this PG Diploma course, which is for a year. And for the first semester, there will be 3 theory papers and for 2 practicals. And second semester too has 3 theory and 2 practicals. So what would you be learning in this course? So you will learn basic Sanskrit. You will learn the philosophy of yoga and Upanishads. You have the introduction to Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. You have the Hatha Yoga Pratipika. You have to learn asanas, pranayama, meditation, bandhas, mudras, kriyas, and you also have to learn proper yoga for the practicals. What do you will learn for the second semester? You will learn psychology of yoga, where you have an evaluation of human consciousness between the East and the West, and you have an introduction to interdisciplinary of yoga, like the performing arts, philosophy of Nada Yoga, and you also have the introduction to Jainism, Buddhism, Sufism, Christianity in theory. Practicals, you have to demonstrate the yoga therapy techniques which are applicable in day-to-day lives, and you'll have a case study dissertation. Welcome, Shivaramappa, sir, for this wonderful show. Thank you, sir. We are gaining immense knowledge from you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. And I personally welcome all the participants to this great class on spiritual science. Today, we will discuss something about this great Yoga Shastra, spiritual science, and the Bhautika Shastra, that is physical sciences. Both sciences are there for us. So what are the importance basically of these two kinds of sciences? We will understand the values of both the sciences, whether we need which science is preferable or we need both, or how far it is useful to us. So all these things we'll try to once have a glance. Okay. Before that, I request Anantiji to kindly take us into absolute silence of meditation. On to you, madam.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure. Dear masters, kindly cross your legs at your ankles. Lock your hands with fingers into fingers. Silence in your mouth and keep your eyes closed. Please remove any spectacles if you're wearing any. Let's listen to some music and go into the silence of meditation. Gently keep and observe your breath. Let's all go into this wonderful, mindful breath meditation, dear friends. With fingers into fingers, comfortably on your lap. Observe your natural in-breath and out-breath, my dear friends. now going into this wonderful group meditation, dear friends. Observe your slow and natural breath for the whole duration of meditation, my dear friends. As we observe our breath, we slowly become empty of all our thoughts. Let's begin our inward journey towards ourselves. Our goal is to become one with that breath, my dear friends. To become completely empty and completely forget yourself. Observe your normal and natural breath, dear friends. As your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to go deeper into that emptiness. Allow yourself to become lighter and lighter in your in-breath and out-breath as you observe your breath, dear friends. Head down that thought and bring back your focus to your breath, my dear friends. Last 2 minutes. Enjoy your natural, soft, tender, easy, natural breath, my dear friends. Last 30 seconds. Be with your breath, dear friends. Okay, please. Gently place your hands on your eyes for a few seconds and open your eyes whenever you're ready. Thank you, friends. That was just wonderful.
Fine. Thank you, Anantiji. We went into a very, very, very deepest calmness, which is the royal path for reaching the secrets of our happy life. Meditation begins with the utmost silence, a removal of thoughts from our mind is the technology that leads us to the wisdom. There is a exclusive class will be there on meditation. Science of meditation we will deal with in due course. In these 40 days, we will come across very early. We will get that. After 2-3 days, we will discuss about it. Now, today's class, we will understand what these sciences are all about. Physical sciences are there with us, which all of us are engaged already. We are already introduced to physical sciences, and most of us have mastered. And in our academics, already it is there. It is fine. There is no much confusion about this. But when we are speaking about spiritual sciences, this is a little not known in the society. This is something different, and this is something unknown thing. And many people also wonder, what is this science? Is it necessary when we are already masters in physical sciences? We have spent a lot of time and years together in studying all these things in the physical sciences. We have mastered. So when such questions are there, so we have to understand this sort of information we need to drive away the confusion between these two sciences. I will just show you by slides. Let me open the file. Hello.
Yes, sir. Please share the file.
Share the file, yes.
We can see it, sir.
Yes, masters?
We can see it, sir.
Yes. So we are having the slides before you. Pyramid Spiritual Science Academy is very fortunate to interact with you today. And all these 40 days, we are going to just be we have to be in the company discussing a fantastic science, a very great science. Now, we will see the subject of physical and spiritual sciences in the modern society. As on today, what the roles they are playing in our life, day in and day out. When we want to know that, first we discuss about the physical sciences, which you are already knowing everything about it. You have already studied enough of the physical sciences. And let us just recollect what is all about it. Physical science is founded on spiritual science only. We are not aware of that. All sciences, whatever is coming up, the root is spiritual science. The root and the tree is the physical science. The roots is unseen. The root is always unseen. That's why spiritual science remained unknown to us all these days. Now, only tree is coming up, that is called physical science, that we are able to see and then learn about it. And we are doing it. Now, let us see what is all about it, and on what foundation it is based, we should know. So it's very, very important, and we should feel happy to learn the unknown science, that is spiritual science also. Okay, let us see now the physical sciences. What is that we are mastering as on today in our academics of all educational institutions by all governments across the world? Basically, these physical sciences are dealing in elements science. Elements. We know the whole universe is made up of 5 elements. What are those elements? Prithvi, Tejo, Vayu, Akasha in Sanskrit. That is land, water, fire, air, and ether. We know it. So they are all visible to our naked eyes. So then we are able to see that. So whatever we are seeing, we are learning. That is common thing. So that is happening, and we are also doing that. Yesterday I was telling about what is science. Science is nothing but observation, investigation, and implementation. So now we observe the land which is available to our eyes. Then we study that. That study is called geology. Every one of us every one of us knows it, isn't it? Then similarly, water, it is studied in hydrology. Fire, light and heat. Air, the chemistry. Ether, space technology. These are all the subjects which are forming part of our physical science studies. And these are the things involved in our day-to-day life also. Land is used for what purpose? Let us see here. Along with this geology, we also have mineral sciences. There are certain minerals on the land. Minerals means some sort of metals and stones, these are all the things are there. And there we need to study that also, because we need that. Everything what is available, we should know what for it is, and what is the structure, and whether it is made up of what, and can we take any benefit out of that. So like this, we can study the mineral science also is there with us. Then we have a lot of plant kingdom is there. We are seeing upon the land. There are so much of wealth of plant kingdom. Okay, that is called botany in academics. So that is also is there. We have to explore what is this all about, how far it is useful for us, and what use we can make out of it. So once we understand this, we need this for our daily food, clothing, and shelter. We need the farming is done on the land, and we are raising the paddy and all those things. Similarly, wood is coming out of the plant kingdom, which is useful for the shelter, making shelter for us. Stones, making again buildings and all those things. Whatever, we can make use of that for our own use. Okay. Apart from that, all these mineral science, botany, coming out of elements are useful for humans as well as animal kingdom. Both kingdoms are there. Anthropology is the study of humans. Zoology is the study of animals. It is only based on the physical structures. It is not based on the energy part. It is based on physical. Anthropology gives the details of human physical body anatomy only. What it is made up of, what are the parts of that, visible parts. And zoology is also giving the science of animals, of their own anatomy. Okay, so these are all the things for which land and the plant kingdom, animal kingdoms, all those things are there, and we are botany, zoology, anthropology, like this. Then we have water and air also. Water is studied in hydrology, useful for everybody, not only human, for all the things. whatever available on this Earth planet is entirely useful for all species, animals and humans. Air also similarly is used by all the people. And space technology, this is the time and space for all. Everybody has to understand what is the time. We have to go by that. Otherwise, there will not be any sort of modulations, any sort of purposeful utility of these elements. Okay. Then next, what we have, physical science discipline actually. So in the physical science, we learn, in addition to this, we learn economics. We learn a lot of, textiles industries and all sorts of avocations, professions, all professions we can make out of this to make use of these physical objects available to us out of elements. We should regulate this to make use of this in a regulated manner. We need to read all these economics and everything, which has main focus on money, clothing, and shelter. Okay. So these physical sciences ultimately aim towards earning money and making clothing and using shelters and everything, whatever necessary for humanity to live comfortably. Okay. And these, all the physical science professions will make us earn, and we get the results out of that. Whatever we do, we will get a result to the extent of the work. And we also be happy with them. Whatever we want, we will work out and earn and enjoy that. That is comforts. But one thing is that the physical science is based on the objects only. It cannot give non-objective things. So that study is not available in the either zoology, geology, or anthropology, or botany, or whatever sciences we have here. Other than objects, we cannot get. But we think there is nothing other than objects. So we are not having any other thought, and we don't have sufficient knowledge of the non-objective things. So we have the knowledge of objective things, and these physical sciences are good for that. Fine. So, but all these objects are temporary. So our physical body is temporary. Okay. And all objects, whatever we are seeing with our own eyes, take any sort of matter, any sort of thing here, it will sustain only for a certain period, and it will vanish. And our happiness also will vanish with that. Our all comforts are temporary only. We have the AC and we feel comfort when AC is on. Suddenly the electricity goes off, and then we feel discomfort. Actually, everything is intermittent. It is, everything is temporary. So we should understand this, and then we should understand what is more needed for us, whether we need this or something else is there. That is the subject of spiritual science we will discuss next. And further here, physical science in terms of body development is more useful. That is maintenance of physical body. We need food. Why we need food? Maintenance of the body. Body development is necessary. A boy should grow. To grow, physical body needs food. Food where from we get? From the earth, from the plant kingdom we get the food. Plant kingdom is the food for all, everyone, including animals, other species of birds, reptiles, or whatever it is, from ant to elephant, and from child to the old age. Everybody is dependent on the food from plant kingdom. Okay. And we also feel some comfort by making name, fame, and everything. When we earn more money, people regard the people, they give additional respect, special respect like this. attain some position, attain some more responsibilities. So they feel comfort. Okay. So people also will regard you. So this sort of things we are going for. This is possible. So we are happy with that. That's it. But all these positions also, and all this fame, name, and everything is not sustainable for long. It is only as a temporary period. That's it. Thereafter, again, we go back to our own position of non-availability. Everything is shortage, shortage, shortage. Again, we want, we want, we want. So this is the the history of, and this is the structure of the benefits derived from physical sciences, okay, and physical entities, whatever we say, physical objects and objective benefits. This is all about it. This is called artha. Artha means purchasable things. Artha means money in Sanskrit. And we, again, we have to think of paramartha is there, okay? That we will discuss later. Just I am giving you this paramartha now to understand there is something else. The other coin or the other side of the coin also is there. One is purchasable thing, and physical sciences are well suited for purchasable things, okay? Let us see next. Possessive science, objective science. It is informatory, okay? This is no wisdom will not be there. We only get to know what the tree is, but how to make use of it and gain comfort out of that. That much only it ends. But wisdom is not there. How to be happy in our mind, how to not to get disturbed when some other situation comes. These things we will not be able to get it from the physical sciences. They are all possessive sciences. We can only purchase and keep it with us. This science will be helpful to us for earning money, purchasing so many things, and keep it with us. And for the body development, the food, clothing, and shelter. And the mentally, it works at left brain. What is the left brain? The purpose of left brain is to operate on synthesis basis. So whatever seen, that will make use of that. If two objects are there, then they will mingle with together and make a different thing. That is called researching. Always we go on manipulate things, synthesis of the existing things. No new things will come. So that is our mental growth. So the mental growth is only one way towards only synthesis. What is the existing things we can meddle with? Non-existing things we cannot meddle with. Of course, we'll understand now what are the non-existing things. Okay, then only we'll understand what the other science is there. And basically, this physical science is based on see and learn mode. Whatever you see, that you will learn. See and learn. This is the mode of life. When we are always, when we are mastering our physical sciences, we will get to know the art of see and learn. Okay. So of visibles only, because what is visible only we will be able to see. What is not visible we cannot see. Then there is no question of learning about it. So physical means bhautik, physic. So whatever objective things are there, we have to only catch hold of that and learn something out of it. And basically we have senses. Our body is blessed with pancha gnanendriyas. All of you must be knowing pancha gnanendriyas and pancha karmendriyas are there. And these physical senses will be giving the knowledge for these senses how to enjoy the things. Okay, all senses will be making use of themselves to enjoy the visible things. For that, sensory organs, will be very active, and they will have a beautiful enjoyment out of this. And all these objects, because they are temporary, and this sort of enjoyment also is only temporary. That is the reason we will always feel something confused sometimes. We feel happy for half an hour, and afterwards something will happen, and our happiness will be torn into pieces, and we fall into confusion, headache, and unhappiness will start. So this is what is happening. And now I'll show you the video how to enjoy. Sensory organs are meant for enjoyment. I will show this video so that a beautiful nature is there for usage, but improper usage is prohibited. Okay, just let us see.
Some call me nature. Others call me Mother Nature. I've been here for over 4.5 billion years. 22,500 times longer than you. I don't really need people, but people need me. Yes, your future depends on me. When I thrive, you thrive. When I falter, you falter. Or worse. But I've been here for eons. I have fed species greater than you, and I have starved species greater than you. My oceans, my soil, my flowing streams, my forests, they all can take you or leave you. How you choose to live each day, whether you regard or disregard me, doesn't really matter to me. One way or the other. Your actions will determine your fate, not mine. I am nature. I will go on. I am prepared to evolve. Are you?
Hello. My dear masters, I think you enjoyed the video.
Yes, sir, it was very well.
Yes. The nature is speaking to us. We have to enjoy the nature. At the same time, we should give respect. We should respect the mother earth. Okay. Indiscriminately, we should not make use. So we have to be disciplined in making use of the resources, whatever we have on this. 5 elements are there for us, for all the species here: animal kingdom, human kingdom, reptiles, or sky life, sea life, okay, and all species they have to share, okay. So how beautiful it is, so wonderful. So now again, I will share we'll go back to the yeah, my dear masters, are you able to see the slide?
Please share it with us, sir.
Okay, we have to share, so that is disconnected. Okay.
Yes, sir. Please enlarge it so that we can see it.
Okay, now it is okay.
Yes, sir.
And now we will come to the part of spiritual sciences. Okay, this is a science, something nowadays it is hard. See, for the long 100, 200 years, see, we were completely distanced from this sort of science, merely because of non-availability in our academics. We were not allowed to study this for various reasons. Let us not go into those things. But there is a science, spiritual science, which is quite essential and relevant to our daily life, and at most important for us to understand and know. Okay, without which, our life will be as on today, with all sorts of uh, temporary relief, temporary comfort, and interrupted happiness, and all sorts of what we say, confused mind will be there, sorrowful life. Okay. Now let us see what is this spiritual science. It is called Yoga Shastra in Sanskrit. Okay. And it is in three subjects. What is that? Asanas, pranayama, and dhyana. Basically, these are having two departments. One is asanas. Yogasanas are very, very important, and these are all highly useful for the body development. So body will sustain for longer time. Okay, the body will be kept healthy for a longer period. That is important, and asanas are to learn. So when once in physical sciences we do not have this, and nowadays, some sort of physical exercises have been introduced to answer this topic, in fact. But it has got its own merits and demerits. But yogasanas have got nothing of that, any minus points. It is beautifully yeah, brought into the curriculum, into the daily life, and people can benefit out of this in respect of body development. And second subject is pranayama. This is concerning with the high utility of the breathing in and out. Okay, every human needs it. Every human basically is able to live only on account of this. This sort of activity we should be careful about to do in a better way and for a longer time. The more and more respiratory system is healthy and supportive, then our lifespan will go on increasing. Understand? So the pranayama is very, very important to keep the human life always healthy and happy. And third part is dhyana. Dhyana is called meditation. So this is very important chapter of Yoga Shastra, which has got the remaining part of life will be guided by this sort of study, that is called meditation. Okay, now let us see one by one. Asanas on body, pranayama, astral body. We have astral body, and I will be speaking on this subject of astral body separately again in the coming classes. Kindly be attentive. I will be speaking on the kinds of bodies we have, so that this spiritual sense can be understood in letter and spirit. Okay, so for the time being, astral body is concerning with the mind and all sense organs, so that body can work. Okay, astral body it will be making the physical body move. So the breathing is very important for the astral body to gain energy and make the body move. Okay, and then dhyana is there. It works on mental body. Okay, it is an exercise on mind, so that mind will become strong and help you in a better manner to solve your issues, any problems. The mind will be a friend to you in helping things. Okay, by means of the study of dhyana. And then yogic science discipline. So same thing, asanas, physical health will be assured. Yogasanas will help you to keep physical health intact. And then pranayama, as I said, it is internal body, which is astral body, for making the body perform in a more efficient way. And then dhyana is for mental health, right? And then further, asanas for this is, of course, all the three are needed for food, cloth, and shelter. So both asanas, pranayama, and dhyana, all the three are important for food, cloth, and shelter. As physical sciences, spiritual sciences also will be able to deliver this kind of utilities for us. Okay. And then spiritual science aims at self-development. Okay, everybody wants to become a sort of an achiever in the life. Everybody wants to discover or invent or walk forward in the life with a new uh, uh, a new philosophies. We have to go forward, develop our mind, develop our life systems. Okay, that is called self-development, that aims at achieving the goals and desires are there for human. Okay, the people, they are mistaking the desires to be goals are not desires, goals are not desires are all physical, goals are non-physical. Okay, goals are only a thinking high always, and desires are only purchasing something. Okay, an article, that is the. So this self-development and maintenance of body and mind is taken care of by spiritual science. If you study this science, you will be efficient in understanding your own self, understanding your physical body, and understanding your psychology. That is called science of mind. Okay. Then it will also provide us, what is that they provide? If we get this knowledge, spiritual science knowledge, what is all about it? What is that it gives us, provides us? Physical sciences give us just like that, enjoyable things with the sensory organs, and then food, clothing and shelter, roti, kapada or makan, and temporary comforts and temporary name, temporary fame. This is all what we are getting about it. But what is that we get from spiritual sciences? We get wisdom. Okay, so kindly understand, wisdom is necessary to manage the things. But physical sciences are at the most give you the information about the available things. It cannot decipher, it cannot judge things, it cannot give you what is right and what is wrong. What is available thing, it will show you, that's it. And you will get confused as to what you should take. But if you read spiritual science, that confusion gets away. You will not have a dilemma about what you are supposed to do. You will be able to judge things. You will be able to discriminate the things from good, from bad, what is good and what is bad. So this is called wisdom. My dear friends, this is very, very essential for every one of us. For every human being, it is important. That's why spiritual science occupies as a mother of all sciences. It is adored as a mother of all sciences. Why? Because basic thing everybody needs is to be wise enough. To be wise enough, we need a sort of friendly mind which is able to understand and discriminate the good from the bad. And then it aims at giving self-confidence also. So when you understand self, the meaning of self will give you much confidence in you. And then self-thinking will start. You think without any dependence on other objective things. Okay, so you are not depending on objective things. You will depend on your own self-knowledge, self-decision, self-help, self-knowledge. We are all calling these words, but we do not know what is self. That is the irony of the humanity as on today. We know self-development, we want that, but we don't read self knowledge, we don't get. That is spiritual science. Self means spirit. Spiritual knowledge, spiritual science we don't read, but we need the self-knowledge very much for a conduct of our life. So that is where we are lacking. That is where we are sorrowful. That is where we get confused to live our life, and at every step. Okay. So now self-thinking, self-decision. So you will ask so many 100 people, what is to be done, what is to be done. Now when you read spiritual science, you will understand how to solve the problems for your own self. Okay, for your own, from yourself only the ideas will come out, the solutions will strike, and definitely you will be more faster in taking decisions when you need not depend on others. Okay, on top of it, it gives you a creative vision. It works with right brain. In fact, spiritual science makes you use the right brain. That's how wisdom is obtained. That's how, nahi gnanena sadusham pavitramiha vidyate. That yoga samsiddhaha. It is ruled, the wisdom comes from yoga. That is called Yoga Shastra, my dear friends. This is spiritual science. In the spiritual science, it is stipulated that when one's mind is calm, prasanna chetaso hi ashu buddhihi padivashishtate. Just once you are calm in your mind, the wisdom sprouts like a plant, some sapling like that, it arouses, Just like that, you will be striking the wonderful ideas, in the still position of the mind. That is called meditation. With that, everything will start. The self-knowledge will be happening to us. Okay. So creativity is one of the important faculties, important benefit what we get out of the study of spiritual science. Okay, next slide. We'll understand now parama artha it gives. The physical science will give you artha, that is called only physical money matters. Money also is energy, no problem. Everything is filled up with energy, but utility is confined to the visibility there. Okay, artha is always what is we earn things. No gains will be there. But paramartha is a different thing. Here also you will, here instead of going for results, this is going for gains, rewards and all those things. And this is non-purchasable things. For paramartha is not for money. Artha is money, purchasing. Paramartha is not money. It is non-purchasable aspects of life, So rewards are the paramartha. See, spiritual science, this sort of study provides you the rewards always. Okay, rewards means what? Bahumana. Understood? In Sanskrit, bahumana. Bahu means how much? So much, countless. Suppose if you do some work in physicality, you will get the result. That means how much of time you work, for that they calculate the wages and give. But here in Paramartha or in spiritual science, you don't expect any results, but you keep doing, you keep helping everybody without any expectations. So the science will be giving you paths of wisdom, with that we will be getting rewards. How much money? Nobody knows. What is reward in fact? Not in kind, in fact. What are the rewards, most understanding friends will get. My dear friends, kindly understand what we require is understanding of the fellow people. It is not money from them, it is not help from them, but they should understand us, that's enough. Okay, an understanding wife is equivalent to crores of uncountable wealth. Okay, so an understanding son is a wealthy person. Actually, the person who has got a good son is really wealthy person, and he is wealthier than a person who is crorepati, where he is left alone. Okay, so these are the rewards. You will not be understanding actually what is the kind of benefit we get, but we need such things. We need a real friends for us, and we need our family members to be helpful to us. Very kind-heartedness. That is the reward for us. Okay, and purity also we get. Purity means all sorts of negativity, in us will go away by spiritual science. When once you understand that, all sorts of negativity will be out. No anger, no jealousy, no fighting, no disharmony, okay, no abusing somebody, okay, no anxiety, no depression. All these things are not in this text. Even physical sciences will not suggest that. We should be careful. Even physical senses will not allow you abusing, shouting and everything. Where from we got this? God only knows. So now we have to follow actually no violence at all. Okay. No shouting on anyone else, whatever he may be. No shouting. Where is said you should shout like that? No book will say that. And nowhere it is read. Somehow, it is creeping in our life. From the only thing see and learn, from see and learn more has been damaging us all the while. Somebody abuses, we also do that. So see and learn, let us stop that, and we should have self-knowledge, self-thinking, and which is obtainable from the great science of spiritual science, So we have to, we can become pure. That is very, very important. Okay. Now time is getting up. Now we have to close by, So now the next is, for so many people, they will be getting confused. We are all working as doctors, lawyers, and all those things. What do we do with spiritual science? That is important. So they will get confused. But my dear masters, profession, whatever profession it is, everybody needs wisdom. Everybody needs a sort of a great happiness. Everybody needs a sort of a rewarding in the lives, and everybody needs peace. Everybody needs, discriminatory capacities, wisdom, so, and physical health also, in a very, very systematic way, regulating our physical health is very important. So all these things are required for all the people. Tomorrow we will be discussing exclusively, profession wise, we will discuss how the spiritual science will be helpful to them. Okay. The great benefits on top of it, we have two great benefits are there from spiritual science. What is that? Liberation from sorrow, okay, and liberation from rebirth. So both are provided for in the spiritual science. Suppose if you are mastering the spiritual science, you will be getting the ideas of getting out of sorrow in this life, okay, in this physical earth, how we should lead our life. We'll understand the technology of that, and with that, we will not find any sorrow. Yogo bhavati dukkhaha. That means the dukkha is removed out by the practice of yoga. That is what our Vedic wisdom lays down for us. And all Vedic scriptures, they declare and assure us that you will not be sorrowful when once you adopt the yogic science in your, become a yogi, dhyani bhava arjuna. That's what it has been. People are advising, great personalities are all making same sort of request to all the humanity. If yogic science is not known, one cannot come to know what happiness is in fact. So we do not know what is happiness. Whatever we are finding is only object-oriented happiness. That object itself is not permanent. So your happiness will never be permanent. So it is all intermittent. So we will come to know all these lacunas, shortages, and then we'll fill up with the wisdom that is provided by spiritual science. My dear masters, now kindly understand what the spiritual science is, and then decide, what we should and how to get benefit out of that. Okay. And kind heart, compassion, all those things we will be provided with. Okay. He will be distanced from peaceful and joyful life permanently if we don't practice this. He will lose the twin benefits also. So both benefits will be not accruing to them. And both the sciences are needed for all of us. So at the same time, we need physical sciences for physical existence, and we need spiritual sciences for understanding what is to be done, what is right and what is not right, and to remove sorrow from our life, and to ensure coexistence with harmony. Okay, coexistence. Both sciences do not have place for negativity, like shouting, violence, all those things are not there, my dear friends. No science will tell that unnecessarily we should not make use of them. Okay, and spiritual science gives you that sort of faculty. Automatically all this negativity gets dissolved once you are practicing the yogic science. So now what is the time? It's a 5 is there. I will play this video to the extent needed. Okay, we cannot see all the video, but anyway, let us try.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, this is in Vietnam language, but let us understand this is unconditional love is rightly depicted in this.
ว่าเธอมีลูกกับเสียเสื้อนี่เขาบอกว่าแม่กับลูกด้วยที่คนสวยไม่ได้โดดเด่นอะไรแต่รอยยิ้มที่เธอมีให้จูนมันทำให้เธอเป็นผู้หญิงที่สวยมากสำหรับผมไม่ได้โดดเด่นอะไรแต่รอยยิ้มที่เธอมีให้จูนมันทำให้เธอเป็นผู้หญิงที่สวยมากสำหรับผมบอกความจริงทุกคนไปเลยอะ
ความจริงเรื่องอะไร
เรื่องจูน
ไม่เห็นน้องบอกว่าจะบอกไหมอะ
คนอื่นก็จะมองเจนไม่ดี
ให้คนอื่นเขามองเราไม่ดียังดีกว่ามองจูนไม่ดีปะรักแม่นะ
That was a very emotional video, sir.
Yeah.
Love.
Now I am getting back. Okay. Okay, so I took time for this. Anyway, my dear masters, now we have this is a sort of unconditional love, you know. Thus, we are bound to put into the groove of this unconditional love by study of spiritual science, which is Adhyatmak Shastra, which is relating to your heart. Heart and head both should align with. That alignment is nothing but product of spiritual science, where you will start conversing with others with your heart. Heart is an indication of love. So, love is the uniting factor of all the humanity, and with the animal kingdom also we should extend this. So, these great qualities are not purchasable. That's what is a very great happening in the humanity is unpurchasable things are there. They are greater than the purchasable things. Okay, the kind heart we should possess, compassion we should possess. Okay, so we should have unconditional love, unconditional help. All these are the things attributed, and we can gain, and we can adopt, and they will be part of our life. And a man with this kind of heart is called God. That is called human God. So, my dear friends and masters, PSSA wants to convey this kind of a beautiful, a unity, beautiful oneness, a beautiful harmony and happy life, among all of us. So with this, I thank you all for viewing this sort of session is there. So kindly carry it to all friends who are not here, and kindly see that our message is reaching far and wide through you. With this, I conclude my session, giving once again my heartfelt thanks to all of you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Madam.
Thank you, sir.
On to you.
Yes, sir. We can just take up one question, sir. Anybody who would like to talk with the master can please raise your hand.
Time is up anyway.
Just a question. We do not have any other questions, sir. So I think we can conclude the session now.
I think people will understand to go in simple language and make it understandable by everyone.
Yes, sir. So tomorrow's topic will be interdisciplinary yogic sciences, sir.
Yes, fine. We will understand what the relevance of the spiritual science with the people who are in different professions. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you all, masters, for listening to this wonderful session. We'll meet tomorrow again at 4 p.m. Thank you all. Namaste.
Nice of you.